by Watson. Shot wouldn't have counted anyway because there were at least 2 players offside. And with half an hour gone, Uruguay still leading by the goal that they scored from the penalty spot in the 8th minute of the contest, after Acosta had been brought down by Mark Hateley, who'd come back into the box. Sansom, Barnes, Wilkins. Nicely done by Hateley, and then Brian Robson. And did well to claim it back. Ray Wilkins, Barnes. Now it's a 1 against 1. And he's inside Montelongo, who makes sure that as the ball had gone past him, the player would not. So Rodolfo Rodriguez wants a couple of men on that side. Fair enough. Barnes and Wilkins on the ball. 5 to run from right to left. Allen the nearest to the ball. Hateley makes the move. And Watson at the back manages to keep it in. Duxbury. Oh, that's a good ball straight to John Barnes. Robson and Hateley slightly in each other's way then, I think. Brazilians, Uruguayans have had some good goalkeepers over the years, in particular Ladislav Mazakiewicz, who played in the 70 World Cup. Handball. Once more Watson forward. He's taking the right side, Hateley the left. Allen with the run from the right as well. Wilkins. Gutierrez who got it away. Robson. Acevedo successful that time for Uruguay. Signs of increasing English pressure. Here's Watson. Fennick. Well taken by Allen. Barnes. Not being given much room for manoeuvre. Uruguay have a front line of 4. Not a good clearance. Barnes. Montelongo, very adept at playing as a winger. Very quick indeed. Sansom. Barnes. Nice control. Taken by Sansom, but he was saved by Fennick. Barnes. Wilkins. Chamberlain. Again, a faulty pass. Watson. Duxbury. Oh, dear, oh dear. Cabrera just carried on. Like a horse and cart out of control. I don't think Duxbury was too impressed. And the referee didn't like the challenge, that's for sure. Fennick. Martinez. Carrasco. Duxbury. Allen. Wilkins. Sansom. It had come short and the ball was played long. Now Chamberlain tucked in there, and he did that very effectively on Sunday, and he's doing it again this evening. Robson, difficult piece of battling, but didn't get him anywhere. Carrasco with Wilmer Cabrera. Is he? Aguilera watched by Sanson in the middle. Sanson times the move forward to perfection. Carlos Aguilera offside. Wilkins. Doing a lot for the long ball, Ray Wilkins, but hasn't really found his touch yet. Aguilera. Perdomo from Bossio. Wilkins. Barnes. Montelongo giving him precious little room. Uruguay manager was in Rio watching England that night, and clearly has given Montelongo the instruction to stay tight to him. Martinez. Duxbury. Allen. Bossio. 8 minutes of the first half remaining. Joined us late. Uruguay leading by the only goal scored from the penalty spot by Acosta, who was the player brought down. Chamberlain. Wilkins. Sanson. Barnes was well inside. Fennick rightly caught in two minds. I say rightly in that he made the right decision in the end. Duxbury. Haitley did well to get that through to Allen. Control let him down that time. The pitch is cutting up quite a lot down the middle. Bossio. Barnes marking Montelongo. Haitley. Perdomo. Carrasco. Aguilera. Challenged by Watson. Oh, dear. Not so by Montelongo. Had a reputation over the years for not sparing the muscle. We've seen one or two classic ones this evening. Fennick. Watson. Wilkins. Allen in line with the far post, but the ball much too close to the goalkeeper. Ray Wilkins still finding it difficult to measure the long ball. Again, 4 up for Uruguay. And 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Still they lead by the only goal. Chamberlain. Useful, very useful. 2 waiting in the middle and 1 further back. This is Hately. Nobody coming in behind Hately, but what about that for battling back to get the ball? Robson, Barnes. No free kick given. All the moments before half-time be vital for England for the second match running. Certainly had enough possession and offered sufficient threat. Acevedo to Martinez. Bossio. Half slip, but Watson recovered. Barnes. Offside. Referee allowing play to continue. Montelongo. Six Uruguayans in forward positions. England pull back all bar two. Chamberlain. Fennick. Hately in chase. Gutierrez the defender. Aguilera. Bossio. Rather more the provider, Bossio, than has Carrasco. This is Acosta. Carrasco. Martinez. Sudden change of pace there as he came forward. Allen. This is Acevedo. Chilton available, but Fennick instructed to turn and go away. Duxbury. Just over a minute and a half remaining in the half. Hately, proving a very effective target man in what we've seen of him at international level so far. Perhaps too many occasions when the final ball is a disappointment.
Fucking ball.
Well, the 44th minute. When Barnes scored against Brazil. Here's Brian Robson trying to do likewise against Uruguay. Duxbury. A few moans from the crowd down below me. England ball. Sampson poised for the long throw. Watson is in the area now. There he went, we just saw him. But no chance, the referee a little bit short on our watches, but it's his watch which counts. And the score at half-time, Uruguay leading by the only goal, the goal scored by Acosta after he'd been brought down by Hately. He himself converted the penalty. England with plenty of possession, but yet to find the way through, but in no way affected by conceding a goal after 8 minutes. And that surely is a sign of how different they feel and how great their confidence is. But they're a goal down at half-time.
Sure, lots of flair, lots of ideas, but they don't waste their effort in chasing back unnecessarily. And that's where we find the difference between Uruguay and Brazil. The defenders really are given the ultimate responsibility of stopping the players at all cost. And so they don't really need forwards. If a forward runs past him, they stop him, they grab hold of him. If the ball goes over his head and he misjudges the pace of it, they just catch it like we've already seen. This is a type of play that a lot of the players here playing for England today won't have witnessed before, and it'll be very interesting. And no matter what the result, it'll be a great experience for them, and it'll all be money in the bank as far as they're concerned when it comes to the World Cup in Mexico. I'm sure they'll enjoy this experience.
I think that's the important part of this tour. I think that the success in Rio, Bobby Robson is saying let's keep our feet on the ground, but there's no doubt that he's persevered with his start of playing 2 in the midfield, playing 4 wide. He's done it now for 4 matches, including this evening's match, and things are being learned, and confidence certainly came coursing into the veins as a result of the match in Brazil, and let's hope we can find enough skill to undo any sort of challenge made by Uruguay in the second half. England now attacking the goal to our right. The first man to go down is a Uruguayan, Aguilera. He's only just 20 years old, Aguilera, and Nacional paid money to buy him from the River Plate club here, £150,000, and he certainly proved a good investment for them. Men moving up to the left, this is Carrasco. So this is disappointing from his reputation in the first half, Aguilera. 3 waiting in the box. Carrasco again. Martinez thinking about moving forward. Montelongo on the right. Mark Chambers, he got away in the end. And Watson having to struggle a little bit, but the ball came too fast off Cabrera. Peter Shilton, as ever, quickly off his line. Shilton, who incidentally this evening passes Ray Clements' appearances for England. This is his 62nd. Ray Clements has 61. And that presumably is where it stops, as he said that he felt that his international career should come to an end. Shilton, opposite number, rated very highly in this country, and indeed in Brazil, where he plays for Santos. Fenix's header. Away by Gutierrez. Wilkins. The free kick given for the rather late challenge on Ray Wilkins. But I think it's important to the England side that he finds the touch that he had last Sunday, which he hasn't really found on this occasion yet. Fenix with the free kick. Acevedo across. Robson understandably leaving it for Kenny Sansom. Dave Watson's come forward into the area. Allen is already there, and of course is Hately. And not a good header down, and Ray Wilkins with the shot. And wide of the target, which will disappoint him. Even so, good to see him having a crack as the ball came away from the challenge that Hakely made in the air. But he will be disappointed that he didn't exercise Rodolfo Rodriguez. Pace from the back here from Perdomo. Carrasco. Cabrera looking to hit it on the full, but it just got away from him. Got away from Fennick. Chamberlain. He was fouled. England with 2 forward down the middle. Allen coming away. Chamberlain. Ray Wilkins. It seemed as though he'd taken a good position, but it didn't quite work out. Acevedo. Robson. Nicely done. And Robson. Not so well done. On his favoured side. Like his club colleague, will be disappointed that he didn't make rather more of that. So many Uruguayan players forced to go abroad really to make money, and often their clubs have to sell them to pay them the back wages, which is a problem you may have heard is happening in Chile at the moment. Duxbury, that's the free kick. Well, it's not being given, but I'm sure that was a foul. But I suppose many listeners will be saying, no, it wasn't, the referee didn't give it, and he decides another television commentator, and of course they're absolutely right. Flick on, but nobody there. And perhaps not taking enough advantage of Akeley's little flicks. Acosta. He's away from Duxbury this time. Gets a tremendous roar for that bit of cheek. Duxbury got there for the back pass. Duxbury, a player that, if we look at Acosta, that Bobby Robson has shown great faith in through his problems of making crucial mistakes. Situation not unlike that he found at Ipswich in the younger days of George Burley. Pretty strong challenge there from Bossio. Allen, oh dear. DeLongo got it away. Perhaps one can be influenced by being with a group of players, but I still feel that if England could get back, that this is a game that could still be won. Daniel Martinez. Chamberlain. Fine-looking ball, just didn't quite land where it was intended by Aguilera. Oh, that's a great turn, but then he's played it out of play. He's run too much, even for himself. I think he's a star in the making, is Aguilera. Will be one to note in the Mexico World Cup. Uruguay haven't qualified since '74 when they went out in the first round. It's about time they qualified again. Chamberlain. Nearest player to him in the area is Hateley. Behind him is Allen, and behind him is Barnes. And Robson came forward just arrived a little bit too soon. Wilkins, Allen, Allen again. Said that in the first half, he's not having the best of fortune. He had to rather snatch at that. Quite a bit of battling in the area, but in the end, the ball falling for the shot for Clive Allen, half on the 10 and wide of the far post. On the bench, they're beginning to count these chances that are not being taken. It's certain frustration. Nicely done. The finish not there, and the free kick has though been given. Perdomo, the player down, and the player who made the run. One of the representatives from Nacional. Hilton has asked for a 5-man wall, just a little right of centre. Carrasco on the ball. 2 Uruguayans to the left of the wall, one to the right, the rest all staying back, curiously. So Carrasco is going to tee it up, perhaps for Acosta, who's behind him. Or is he going to try the curl? He tries the curl straight into the wall. Not a free kick of South American proportions. Gutierrez. The weight of the pass was nice. Acosta. Wanting to delight the crowd, but not impressing the referee with one or two of his falls. Referee not in the mood to be submissive. Barnes. Acevedo. Not a good clearance. Haitley. Barnes. Free kick's been given for the challenge on Barnes. He's trying to come inside. Watson was forward again to lend his height to the attack. Rodolfo Rodriguez with a good punch, but to Wilkins. And he's onside, is Allen, and looks for the penalty, which he doesn't get. But Acevedo had played England onside by staying back, and that could have been costly. Suddenly the ball came through, and the Uruguayans certainly thought that Allen was offside, but he wasn't, because Acevedo had stayed back. But the ball ran away from Allen, and he looked for the penalty, which clearly wasn't there. Kick against Terry Fennick. Cabrera, the player down. 24 years old. Used to play for Nacional before he went to Colombia. Martinez. Acosta. Bossio. Costa a little flamboyant in style. Allen. Wilkins. Robson. Watson. And here's Perdomo. Montelongo. Players from Nacional and Penarol who play most in this stadium, getting special applause. Ball's out of play. Two sides who usually contest the championship, being led at the moment by Penarol by 2 points from Nacional. Costa dying to turn it on. And that got a deflection for a corner. Cabrera has already taken a position wide of the penalty spot. Great climb, and Haitley again appearing in the left-back position to head the ball away. Martinez, Carrasco, Aguilera, Acosta. Return ball to him is much too long.